So in my last video, I talked about why it's important, or the fact that you are in a relationship or you got into a relationship doesn't mean that you should stop loving yourself. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the negative things that could happen when you stop loving yourself just because you got into a relationship. Hi, my name is 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐌𝐚𝐠𝐧𝐞. I am a mindset coach. I share content on all things related to mindset, mental health, emotional well-being to help you upgrade your mind, your life, your business, your finances, your career, and what have you. So, if you love content on any of these related topics, do subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you are notified of my video the next time that I drop one. Yeah, so today's video I'm going to be talking about some dangers of self-neglect in relationships. That is some negative things that will happen when you stop loving yourself. So like I said in my previous video, I said the fact that you got into a relationship with someone doesn't mean you should stop loving yourself. Self-love is supposed to be a continuous thing. Self-love should never end. Even when you are in a relationship, a very, very loving relationship with your partner, right? So self-love should never end. It's something that is supposed to be continuous. So some of the things that could happen when you stop loving yourself in a relationship is what I'm going to be sharing with you. So number one is that you tend to feel insecure, and this is why you feel insecure. So you stop loving yourself, so that means that you're giving them all of your love, 100% of your love. I'm not saying like before you shouldn't give them 100% of your love, right? But then what you're doing is that you're giving them all your love and you don't even pay attention to you anymore. You're not even caring for yourself anymore. You're not even love yourself anymore. You're just really focusing on yourself. And what happens when you focus all your, when you're investing so much? Just like investments, like I mentioned just now, when you invest in something and then you carry all your life savings into that investment, you tend to feel like every single time you want to check how your investment is going, because you're like, I don't want anything to happen, because if anything happens, this it's going to send me to my village, because you know that all of your life savings, in fact maybe you even borrowed money and put into that investment, so you don't even want anything to happen to it at all. So you sometimes when someone says that investment is scam, you just start feeling insecure. It may not even be scam, but just because someone mentioned it, you're running to check your investment. Oh my goodness, are you sure that I'm supposed to buy these shares? Are you sure that they didn't cheat me? Maybe there's one news about the company whose shares you bought, and then you just quickly panic sold because you're like, oh my goodness, I do not want anything to happen to my investment, to my shares and all that. So when you are in that kind of relationship where you stop loving yourself and you focus all your energy and attention on your partner, which is great, right? But what is not great is neglecting yourself, right? So when you do that, you tend to feel insecure. You tend to feel insecure in yourself, in the relationship itself. And another thing that could happen is that you begin to choke them with love, right? So well, it's good to love our partner 100%. You should be all invested in them, right? But when you don't love yourself anymore, the reason you are showing all that love and attention or affection to them is because you want the same thing in return. Because you feel like, you need someone to complete you, you need someone to love you, and when you don't love you need someone to validate you, and because you don't validate yourself, so you need someone else to do it, right? So you will just find out that every single time you are trying to love upon them, you're trying to, whatever love means to you, however you know to give love, you're just kind of like giving it to them 100%, which is fine. But it becomes like, it kind of like feels to the person that, oh my goodness, this person is really choking me. They're not really giving me any breathing space. And that's because you feel insecure in yourself, which tends to, because you're feeling insecure, you don't want them to leave you, because that would be like your mindset, that would be like your thoughts. You're like, okay, if I invest so much in this person, they're never going to leave me, and so you start choking them with love. but love is supposed to be free, right? Like when I say free, like it's not supposed to make me feel like I'm caged. It's not supposed to make me feel like I'm in bondage, right? So you need to also give the other partner breathing space, whatever breathing space means to them, right? So another thing is that you tend to feel love deprived, especially when you're not getting the same energy in return. So for instance, that person is taking out time to, invest in themselves as well. It's taking out time to show themselves love as well. And you feel like, no, I am doing all these things for you. I'm not doing anything for myself. You're supposed to be doing the same thing to me. And maybe they are not doing every single thing. Maybe you want two things, they do one and do the other one for themselves, right? And you would start feeling love deprived. You start feeling like, oh, maybe this person doesn't love me. So because since you are empty inside and you need someone else to fill you, because you don't love yourself, right? So you need the other party to love you. You need the other party to show you so much love. And when you feel like you're not getting it in return, you tend to start feeling love deprived. And the final danger, or the final thing that could happen, is that you tend to become 100% dependent and reliant on their love. So if they don't love you, you do not feel loved. If they don't love you in the way that you want to, you do not feel loved. If they don't accept you, accept your idea, accept something that concerns you, you do not feel accepted. If they don't validate you, you do not feel validated. You become 100% dependent. And when you're 100% dependent on someone for your love and validation, you could end up feeling discouraged at some point. So it's very, very important that you do not stop loving yourself. As much as it's important to love your partner and receive love from your partner when you get into a relationship, you should not forget to keep loving yourself, right? You should not forget to keep loving yourself. It's very important that as much as you're in that relationship with that partner, keep on showing love to yourself. I made a video once, or a series of videos on the different love languages, and how to love yourself in the language that best suits you. So you could, find out ways to show love to yourself even though you're still in a relationship. I will link the video in this video or in the description or somewhere, so you could just check it out. It's going to be like the playlist, the self-love playlist. So I hope that this video helps. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section, and like this video, and very importantly, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that the next time that I drop a video, you get notified of it. Until next time that I come your way again, my name is 𝐓𝐶𝐞 𝐌𝐚𝐠𝐧𝐞, and it's a bye bye.